this country, where from the person's place of residence to the constituency center, where elections will be holding, the amount involved will be, that is to and fro, will be 500 cedis. I'm not too sure of that. That is moving from his place in the constituency to come and vote and then go back. It will cost more than 500 cedis. And yet, what are we seeing? So if you are seeing or hearing about figures above that, then there's something wrong. Then there's something wrong, and we must attend to it. I was in Singapore about 3 weeks ago, and a member of parliament that I was having some discussion with told me in the face, what's happening in Ghana? We are hearing that you have some form of brokerage firm that is dealing with the selling and buying of votes. Oh, wow. And I said, really? There's nothing like that. Yeah. Then he was asking, is it true that people pay the equivalent of $200, $300? I was so shamefaced. That's true. I was so shamefaced. And now, by what has come out from some research by the Interparliamentary Union, IPU, Ghana now is in the league of 2 countries where their parliaments have the highest attrition rates.
Honorable was a chairman Sabunsu, Yawo, no that dom dodo no majority leader, and I attend in Kano. Now, honorable case of at forcing, Yawo no so that dom Kumana no, and so editor, minority leader. Then someone also can actually say no, and Sakraya Bassad Mashibi, your father crowd with Diemono. Yeah, Bernadine or Mushasi. As a way of Mashibi, no more Mashibi, your few Munkwadi, Umbe Ruko. I will call on your national pledge, you know. The Yoko idea and Satu Yoko, so I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana. My motherland, you know. They say, "Omobeka, inti mampeninswa swaye, wanya nsakaye wo sakwan so."
Our country is not sitting well in some of the things that we do. And just like Parliament has reformed yesterday, I called on His Excellency the President, the Vice President, to also reform their government. Because Ghanaians are fast losing hope in our democracy, and we can't allow this to happen. So we also have to reform the way governance is done. And I use this platform once again to call on His Excellency the President to reform his governance style and reform the way governance is conducted in this country in a way that we can get the confidence from the people of Ghana so that this democracy can succeed.
Yet was so ever and some from Ghana Journalist Association, Yen Central for Kabomuku, Penia Wadano, Abed John 4, Nen Central for Shia, and Wadi, and Sembia to Janan Samono, FI, MPP, Parliamentary Prime Minister Corso, January Dane Toso, Dunun Sunima, Yendim Potamo, Central for Bioman for Bidio Mohokano, and no, and Odin Sama Betuja, HM and Penny 4, ya police for any buying, and the money we are banned for do. Safoni could disable for some woman's. Eke kansa ntwoni no omomfa mra na emra enini
Penche course wo yendi abatu mposueso wa bra na MPP amanyekuo no emra hyebedwafo nyi yimu abatu okoso a ekowi ase na ensemtwoni Mohammed Alambila krano nipa bi di wonsa akeka no a abatu komisa ne aposifo bi kra etwe omkohye dem ekopem bra asra dom bi bepie ho beje omo no aka hu bi ama mpanifo da ensemtwefo nkabomkwa wo meya no ede ababatu dwa se wo Ghana Police Service ene NPP amanyekuo no edadu se sankrofo ya odi mensem abonifusem wa yendi no obeji wom aba ora bet kwamna jomfo eye president ema Ghana Journalist Association opani nkase mu na wochirim se o hwa ade ekoso na ani nyai pa na ye nwanwa pa sa bepim sa abre no enya ade Ghana Police Service etimi achi obi na NPP amonyeko no so aka wano atum a wonka ahwe emfa ho enu mu no owie ni se oman Ghana ahwe na nipa bi ente se ne amamra no wani a aba betu anhwe na akwakoye asem kese pa amoma ni nyina.
After a week of this disturbingly gangsterism, no arrest has been made when the regional police commander also tasted the ruthless actions of the thugs. I'm surprised. Colleagues, Where have we reached as a country? For a journalist to be attacked, a senior police officer and EC officials to be taken hostage in a bus after the chaos for hours, only for the military to come in to their rescue. Until date, no arrest has been made. We call on Dampare and his team to explain this to us. Where have we gotten to as a country? Where have we gotten to? This should tell us that if care is not taken, this year's election will be bloody and the media stands to suffer. We have come to the conclusion that the Ghana Police Service has failed to live up to our expectations when it comes to issues related to the media. Are they not supposed to protect us? If our safety is at stake, how do we defend our constitutional mandate and contribute to the development of this country? We keenly observe the swiftness with which the police arrest journalists at the instance of politicians and public officers, and yet only get the perpetrators of attacks on journalists arrested and charged. We are giving the MPP, regional and national, and the Dampare-led Ghana Police Service 10 days ultimatum, each to hear from them. They should arrest the perpetrators. If they fail, we shall advise ourselves accordingly.
Omaimu abato commission susuye ya wodi abase enka said ya fibia ye to aba ye to no pepon de toso enso no e wasam panifo ye nchehye na nka afedi omode ko obubo da etoso enso enam so amatemamufu kuo bi te se CFF Ghana Democratic Credentials Network and a coalition of Ghanaians without Ghana card ababonte so muso ma enyeyi esansa emoa said ye nchehye te da dane no a ene yemfa so mfa nto aba titru edano ya ye de to aba no
to use the traditional indelible ink, which continues to help us prevent multiple voting in the upcoming 2024 elections. They claim by the EC Chair J. Mensah that the non-usage of indelible ink was part of measures by the Commission to improve the electoral process and ensure a robust identification system. Cannot be true. Truth be told, if this unpopular decision is implemented, it shall give room to multiple voting, which in turn will dent the credibility of the election results with its attendant challenges, including electoral violence. Change of election date from December 7 to November 7. We do not support any imagination to change the date of our general election. Thus far, the EC's argument for this proposal is based on transition of power. It is worth noting that the mandate of the EC is not on transition of power. The EC must focus on its mandate of coordinating or conducting free and fair elections and leave transition of power to the presidency and parliament to deal with.
To Abavia, Yedi Eshelson, AC said, or Nuni best reform, and now Adua Pese, Odiba 2024, and said, or Pese, Sa indelible ink, or trip. Now, ye stadium who said, and now ye Shushman who said, Sa indelible ink, then ye Cheki and I be sure Ukrofwa say now Omubetu Aba Ebu Utu Aba na dia marking no beer who say what to Aba. Nature say we are using it to prevent double voting. But also Uchema Eden na Udiba Sa Adenoso can ye cry into yesre say J. Mensah Sa decision at the Itokwa and a beba we are mammy. Enti jade so uma campum ni asudwe empra amani mu enye so obeye bibi mo a ede itokwa ebeba man. Another issue yes, civil society then any election data ewo ho a obi anim say ye to about 7 December no omo say omo besisa November 7.
Yewie kase no ewo atoye mansam emu na wasa epoye mansimu old subri hene wo ho na natwemesi ampa kwawo ya wo toso mienu oso odi areho bebre ene sen ekoba se ye de checherefo eba ne mpotemu a omo ba ya na omoko anesefo ana pomdi adwuma efo mo so ba ya na omoko bi wo kra eni opostu no cross wonko ha wo mo pa pomden ene ngumesu ento obesre mpanimfo se bibia nkoye wo kronim empomtudwuma bia ne wo mo meye bibi na safo yuzo ba o mani nkana kuro no enya ahomeka
Adin se mwetuja abra Golden Star Wasa Mines one mo ekate sword a one mo chese eye project ahodo na one mo eba beye ewo communities beye se enkuno a wonjumadi omudie ni nyina ekopem so no eno no kire se sikabote a one mo eyesi wo a wode ye dwumadi we no eye $1 million na project ahodo a one mo eye 6 chamber and hall bedroom a eye 4 communities ena ebekoso afi one betu borehole ahodo a chese ye papa o mafon betimi edi dwuma ahodo bese mienu sanso ena ombesi community center ebefa nipa bese 300 ewa no so communities ahodo bese mienu eso na won mo ekasa kire mu se dwumede won bedie ni nyina nso no wo bon homoden ise contract no omde bema contractors ahodo a won mo ewo mpatemu ho asa ne be ya won ebenya so emfaso eno mu no ena nana ekasa wo kire se enkane se wodi obi eba empasuan so so mekira de nurses and teachers ya na won mo empeso mbeba na so sabre ya sa ne ma we nyina won mo nsa eka no empasuan so de ebetumi aboa ema teachers ne nurses aba wosan gina so de futuo ema omo amwo mpatem ho ne se won mo emwa ema dwumadi a won mo edie no enkoso ne mo woncho ho firi ho se enema ebeboa mo nyina won mo dwumadi na wie pe no ombe wie a ede akwa kodi won kasa dwumadi ne basa na entwe yesei eno de tuja
teachers quarters room ebeboa ma teachers for mo cheche yen kola ya de nya bia ada ono na nchenso a community centers beble communities ni bi ono so beboa sense ye hanum na kwa say afa na develop ntinu eba ne say teacher for ye do ba hakra lighting system na de bi kwa person beba but sa anyo man kan giti teachers quarters ba no ba na onye ba da at least ni rent system na de conforma ebe ma na asomdwe ma ono so ba oba no nya ni dia ye aba betina ntimi feel said ye ba de yare papa
eno achi no managing director oda Golden Star Wasa Mines no ano eyowura Shadrack Ajete Sowa wono so ekasa say ano de tuja
na elejumade no ye school teacher quarters say see teachers quarters ama community so usha community say who transfer teacher bi fi Accra and Kumasi abdemo because what in Accra and what in Kumasi no or back sa community say no who share ya internal teacher no na resign until say ya mu teachers no decent accommodation na say na ebe ya almost one ba the mom name the beboa school palana so be yet na ya dey education no the hwe no ye be nya teachers quarters ama communities no till I see teachers quarters ama most of the communities in Nigeria let us be no so very necessary it's also very necessary communities be almost so no shedanye it sabi obi kura to final oba ha and issue no maybe watina metumi use Accra na Kumasi na takrade otumi I no so papa na back community say na issue enye papa de asefem kakra
ya dia seda Emmanuel College also watete a nurse for aban mo mutumi krata omuni UDS na aka bom tu pesa wo ye nurse ni a nurse nkrabata ahodo ni nyina Emmanuel College omo betete o kama bibibia e wo se wuhunu e wo adwumanim no so no wo de bekyerɛw ama wo hu wo se amane ha so free chi hostel facilities so ho ya obenya baby ada bases de bobekɔ clinicals aside de mabom wo Kumasi atwamate chiman ya eben kwada so free 0574661117 0574661117 so Boshaba Electricals or say Beijing Kania e ho niam bia be free cable socket switches adapters e ba no fan ne niam e keka ho nya CCTV cables ne cameras wo benya bi e wo Boshaba Electricals ha yetu wo pe ma akoma akon so wutimi tobi wo koma me ata akofo dan ni mo PZ aye bi wo ho e na case abrekwa no anso PZ ho no ma bia e ne KJT Dubai di hwe ni mo no se bi wo ho e na kase no Oyerepa FM ye adwuma mu he ya ye ben Wesley Methodist roundabout na e wo edum no ya no wafre 0536 095 966 0536 095 966 so my child my prayer conference and also ebekoso memene de ya e wo Maranatha Evangelistic Ministry ya eno wo edum ye apostle nuako ya my destiny or the bro Oyerepa television so no wono e na edi dwumadi no ho chiame ana wahyehe dwumadi we ye mpa dwumadi ya ye bo e de amayema James tinum yi mu nwotwe eni oyi asem ni free akasafo ebeba se bi e ya apostle Paul Kofia Dikum apostle Randolph Osai Buadu apostle Ejenim Esiama na prophet Evans Odru eni akukudam bebre yo mo ye futufo wo ba fa wo babra so we single parent onso so bra na beti bi ne ko ba fa so atete wo ba no eyie esansa na bonsam nam na chese o senkwala eni emebro no bra bi na entimi emoa wo ba edache ye de obiti kase ni sia medi e de mame efia nya ko papa bi medamase emamomo eni hwepram to bre eni anwume no nsia Oyerepa kase e beba wo nchen bi obiti dwomedi no na ediso